Imagine a world where words are just sounds. Without understanding, they're meaningless. Listening comprehension transforms these sounds into meaningful messages, enabling us to connect, learn, and grow. Listening comprehension is their ability to understand, interpret, and make meaning from spoken language. It involves several interrelated skills, such as hearing and processing sounds, focusing attention on the message, understanding vocabulary and sentence structure, identifying main ideas, making inferences, and remembering information. Listening comprehension goes beyond simply hearing words. It requires actively engaging with the speaker's message, interpreting both verbal and non-verbal cues, and integrating this information with prior knowledge to fully grasp their intended meaning. We are going to review several quick and easy activities to improve listening comprehension skills. Introduce listen and color draw activities to enhance following directions. These activities involve students listening carefully to directions or a story and then coloring or drawing based on what they heard. They help build skills in following single-step and multi-step directions and increase engagement. They are suitable for whole or small group instruction, homework, or centers. The listen-read-discuss strategy unfolds in 3 stages. First, students listen to a lecture, often paired with a graphic organizer to introduce new content. Next, students read a text selection about the topic. Finally, they engage in discussions, comparing and contrasting information from the lecture and the text. It helps students comprehend material presented orally. It builds students' prior knowledge before they read a text. It engages struggling readers in classroom discussions. It engages students in active learning, where they need to think about the information in relation to different points of view, the teacher, the author, and other students. This strategy supports both listening and reading comprehension. It's adaptable for 3rd graders across various subjects, fostering active learning and critical thinking. Introduce the story detective activity to encourage active listening and critical thinking. While reading aloud, pause and ask the child to predict what might happen next, based on clues heard so far. This encourages active listening, critical thinking, and engagement with the story. After reading, discuss whether predictions were correct and what clues were missed. The classic whisper down the lane game promotes careful listening and memory skills. Students sit in a circle and whisper a message from one to another. The goal is to see if the final message matches the original. This classic game promotes careful listening and memory skills. It works best with at least 5 students and longer messages for smaller groups. Follow the story promotes listening and creative thinking. Begin a story and have each child add a few sentences in turn, building on their peers' ideas. After the last student has added to the story, ask the students questions about what happened in the story and how each student enriched the original story. This activity fosters collaboration and creativity, encouraging students to listen actively and contribute meaningfully to the storytelling process. The memory chain game starts with one word, and each child adds a new word while recalling their entire sequence. This builds memory and active listening. At the end, have each student recite their entire list. This will reinforce listening skills. The sound scavenger hunt focuses on auditory discrimination. Kids listen for specific sounds in their environment, like bird chirps or car horns, and check them off a list. This activity sharpens focus and listening skills. Create an engaging sound list for students to explore, making learning an exciting auditory adventure. These activities can be done in partners, small group, or whole class. To improve listening comprehension, incorporate the activities described in this video.